I'm pretty confident I already know how awful this is going to be, but it's going to be fun trying it out. Let's crack on. Hello and welcome to another MrBetaByte video, and this one's a little bit different insofar as I've gone and bought a very cheap and nasty tape player, and I got a bit bitten by the bug, to be honest, after the Maxell MXCP P100 video. I thought I'd have a look on Aliexpress and just see how cheap I could go but still get at least some sort of quality, and I went for this one because it was advertised as having metal flywheels. And as somebody in the comments below who bought one previously to me stated, it's a bit of a rip-off because they are plastic. There is actually, it's plastic, the plastic drive is on a metal flywheel, but still, you know, it's not good advertising. So yeah, this cost me £19 or so, £19-20 with free P&P, and it's now down to £15, £15.55 I think it is, with free P&P. And I'm just sort of intrigued to see how well this performs, because a lot of people said that basically this was being sold for a huge premium just because it had a brass flywheel, and I do sort of see that, but I've used this and it's been great. You know, I mean, it's not great quality compared to like having a full-size decent deck, and maybe even a Walkman from the time if you can service it yourself and make it nice. But I've really enjoyed it, and to that end I've also got we looked at this a few years ago actually, this Sony, and it's a WMBF49, and this is actually my son's personal stereo. He does use it a little bit, not that often to be honest, but he does keep it and he does cherish it. So we'll test this alongside this, and we might even put the Maxell into the mix as well, sort of on the WoW and flutter side of it, and just the audio playback as well. So yeah, let's crack on. So just backtracking a bit, this is how it arrives. Obviously I've opened it, but it just comes literally in a jiffy bag, and you pull it all out, and there it all is. There is an instruction book, which is something, you know, something so cheap actually gives you an instruction book about capturing the audio from it as well on your computer. The headphones that it shows in the advertisement for it are quite different to these, and I'm sure these are going to be terrible. So yeah, and there is actually somewhere, I've lost it, there is actually a short USB lead as well. So let's just get it back out of its packet, and I've not taken off the film. So there we go. So it has a headphone socket, which is the sort of Sony green, USB-C connection for plugging it into your computer to capture the audio and the volume control, and not much else. There is a DC power in as well, 3 volts, and it actually takes half an amp. It actually takes, yeah, there we go. I don't like this at all, it's stupid. It does actually take 2 AA batteries as well, so non-captive battery compartment, and the feel of it is really not that great, which you'd pretty much expect, but yeah, it's auto reverse. Let's just see what the auto stop is like. Yeah, let's put some batteries in it and put a tape in and take it from there. Okay, so put the batteries in. So let's make that out. They point that away. and like so, and then somehow get the lid back on. It's not too bad. It feels like it should be on a hinge, but it's not. But it is a bit fiddly to sort of get the locating tab. Okay, there we go. So let's just, with it open, let's press play. It sounds awful, doesn't it? Actually sounds better in reverse. Like I say, it is auto reverse. You can actually see some muck on the head as well, so I'll have to give it a quick clean. But to see if it does auto stop, or what it does. Yeah, so it goes over to the other side. The actual auto reverse isn't too bad. Yeah, and there's no auto stop on the rewind or fast forward, which you'd expect really. Okay, so I'm going to just clean that head, and then we'll put a cassette in it. Okay, so that's I'm giving it a clean. There's quite a bit of muck on it. I've cleaned the pinch rollers as well, and the cap stands. So yeah, surprisingly mucky really, considering it's brand spanking new. So let's put cassette in. Somebody suggested about using YouTube library audio, audio library files. I did actually have a cassette with a load on, and I've lost it, so I've done another one, so we don't get copyright struck. Oh gosh, that feels horrible. That's actually, I suppose it's not too bad. This is actually really, look at that, really stiff and horrible. Headphone socket also feels not that nice. Direction. So that sounds absolutely terrible. Yeah, the headphones are awful as well. Just tried one of the earbuds sort of close to my ear. Didn't want to put it in really because it just sounded so horrible. Oh, it's just excruciatingly bad. So yeah, I think we'll cut to the chase and just do some wow and flutter checks. So yeah, let's crack on. Okay, so let's try wow and flutter. Let's get it the right direction first of all. There we go. Oh, that's not encouraging, is it? Really? Have I broken it already? What's going on there? Have I already had my money's worth? Let's press play. Interestingly, if I stop the take-up spool, it actually is enough to stop it from, well, it stops the whole deck. Which is not ideal. There's no clutch, which is probably why the wow and flutter is going to be absolutely, well, it is terrible. I can hear it. So it's running fast by quite a lot, and we're sort of peaking at about point, it's all over the place a bit, isn't it? 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6. I mean, it's terrible, and I have to say it sounds terrible. yeah, that's not wonderful. I mean, the Maxell certainly knocks this out of the water, to be honest. It's far, far better. Speed adjustment. You can actually adjust the speed through a little hole there. The only thing is that I don't really quite see it. The actual hole alignment doesn't quite match up at all. Well, doesn't match up at all. You'd have to do it sort of an angle and try and poke through a small enough screwdriver's flat blade to adjust the speed. Having said that, it looks fairly easy to take apart, and that may well happen actually, just out of interest. But we can sort of see what's going on, but yeah, I might just take the top off. So yeah, it's unsurprisingly disappointing, really. So yeah, I might just sort of try and actually listen to some music on it with a decent pair of headphones, so I can actually give a review at the end of how good or bad this is. But yeah, it's horrible. So yeah, I'd normally have buyer's regret if I'd bought this. So anyway, yeah, let's crack on. Okay, so it's in the Sony now. Now I have to say, when we did this, I had no accurate means of setting the speed. So it is actually running a little bit slow, but I could probably adjust that out, but it's pretty okay. But 0.4, I mean, it's got DECT belts in it, so, you know, they're what I would say are good belts, but it didn't have an awful lot else done to it, so possibly a relubrication, well, stripping down relubrication would do it some good. But yeah, 0.3, so yeah, there you go. Okay, well, I've got the speed a lot more stable. It's sort of about the 3000. I did actually get it spot on 3000, and yeah, it is a bit all over the place, to be honest. On these, it's actually adjusted through this hole here. So you see it's two holes, but it's the larger one. And a normal sort of bit won't do it. You need a longer, thinner screwdriver, flat blade, to actually go in there and adjust it. But yeah, I did get it spot on, and yeah, well, yeah, I suppose it is what it is. But yeah, and with the cassette, you just bypass the lugs, because with this particular model, just try and do it without damaging the cassette of the tape. You would normally put it in there, but with the lid up, you've got enough space to actually put the cassette in past the lugs, and then you can just sort of press play and adjust it, and jobs are good. So yeah, cool. So I was a bit intrigued to actually see how much torque there is on the take-up. I certainly wouldn't want to put a C120 in here anyway. I don't think it would last very long. But let's actually see what the torque is. So it's about 30. Yeah, so it's not that high. On the Maxell, for example, it's 40, which is sort of, it's obviously higher, but this has a stronger motor. The motor's actually pretty good in this. So I would say that with no clutch, yeah, that's probably not helping its wow and flutter, because it's just literally, you've got a relatively weak motor driving the capstan, but also being affected by the spools. So as the tape goes on, the wow and flutter will vary depending on how much tape is actually on the spool. So yeah, it's really, do I have to say any more about this? It's going to be pretty terrible, isn't it? Well, it is. It's just nowhere near this, and certainly nowhere near that. So yeah, anyway, let's crack on. So just for fun, I thought it might be interesting just to play the two mirror cassettes just to see how bad it's treating the actual tape itself. So this is the 18 micrometer thickness. And well, it's not terrible. It's fairly consistent. So let's try the 9. Okay, so here goes the 9. Oh gosh, that's terrible. I'm gonna. Yeah, can you see just how much the tape's being? Just let it do its auto reverse. Oh. I'm not going to let it do that. Yeah, that's terrible. It's like if you put a C120 in one of these, it's going to manually tape up straight away. So yeah, not a surprise, is it really? Okay, well, I thought I'd try the USB sort of audio capture for what it's worth, and I found the lead that came with it had fallen out behind me, as it does, and it didn't work. It just wouldn't detect that I plugged it in or anything, and it's horrible quality. It's just terrible. So I've used my own USB-C to standard USB lead, and yeah, it's shown up. It shows up as a microphone USB plug and play audio device, so that's cool. So let's press play, and we'll press record. And the volume control, apparently, yeah, it does. It affects the volume at which you are recording. So, yeah, it doesn't look great, I have to say. So let's give it a little while, and we'll play it back. Okay, so that's been recording for a couple of minutes now, so let's stop that, and let's listen to what it's recorded. No, I don't think I need to do much more. I've pretty much proved that this is terrible. So my review of it, really horrible. I'm not going to bother taking it apart because, well, you can just see the quality of it. PCB looks fairly decent quality, but it's just thrown together. The feel of it is not great. I hate this. It feels just wrong somehow. The USB is okay, but the capture is terrible. The socket's fairly good quality. Yeah, that's it. My takeaway with this is the USB-C socket is not too bad. And with that, thank you very much for watching, and see you in another video. Bye for now. Oh dear, never again.